Hey, everybody. How are you? Welcome to the 12th show. Now, this one is new because it's called the Sunday Scrambled. It was supposed to be the Sunday Social, but it became scrambled. There were some emergency appointments that had to be made today. I'm so happy to be here to see you all. We're going to get right down to it. We're going to get right down to it with a song you've never heard if you're part of the social scene. The Sunday shows. Okay. There might be a reason for that. And one you haven't heard before. Happiness is the smell of fresh grapefruit. Sadness is the scent of dying leaves. Confusion is the smell of you and me. Yes, confusion is the scent of you and me. The perfume of flowers with the hint of fish. Burnt rubber beside a fresh baked dish. What'll come next? Tragedy or bliss? Yes, confusion are the smells, kinda like this. Well, strength is the aroma of coffee black. Joy is the scent of candy apple shellac. Shy is the whiff of dew on the grass, and this confusion is a mishmash we can't quite track. The perfume of flowers with a hint of fish. Burnt rubber beside a fresh baked dish. What'll come next? Tragedy or bliss? Well, confusion are the smells, kinda like this. Once again, I'd like to welcome you all to this show today. Tonight. If you've been waiting since 3 o'clock, I tip my hat to you. It is currently 8:30 Eastern Daylight Savings Time. I am in Fairbury, Ontario. I have in my hair feathers from my mother-in-law and a scarf on from my Grandma Sadie. And I'm going to get back to the song. Happiness is the smell of fresh grapefruit. Sadness is the scent of dying leaves. Confusion is the smell of you and me. Yes, this confusion is the smell of you and me. The perfume of flowers with the hint of fish. Burnt rubber beside a fresh baked dish. What'll come next? Tragedy or bliss? Well, confusion are the smells, kinda like this. Yes, confusion are the smells, kinda like this. Oh, confusion are the smells, exactly like this. Thank you, Lucille Ball. Lucille Ball, my dear friend, is behind me. You can't see her. My first dog was named after Lucille Ball. She was a Cairn Terrier. And my mother used to breed Cairn Terriers. And when Lucy was born, she wasn't supposed to live very long. She was born with one kidney. And so my mother, she wasn't really able to sell her. And so she said, Cassandra, my 4.5-year-old daughter, would you like a puppy? And I was given one of the most lovely, beautiful dogs in the world. And I named her Lucy after Lucille Ball. But her second name was Wonder Woman. I think Lucille Ball was a bit of a Wonder Woman, don't you? And Lucy the dog, she lived to be like 11 years old. She lived a very long life. She was a medical miracle. And this is a song I want to sing. This is where the dreamers go. They are the last romantics. Do not wake them, we need them so. Quietly, we're on the sand. I'll guide you to the canopy. Can you see them resting there, dreaming possibilities? All of us were dreamers once, yet so many have lost their way, distracted by broken hearts, anchored in shame. This is where the dreamers go. They are the last romantics. Do not wake them, we need them so. Do not wake them, we need them so. The corner, there's trouble brewing. Around the corner, there's trouble brewing. And this is not even the worst of it. And the worst of it. Hearts were sold for far too little. Hearts were sold for not enough. When returned, nothing was the same. When returned, nothing was the same. Around the corner, there's trouble brewing. Around the corner, there's trouble brewing. And this is not even the worst of it. No, this is not even the worst of it. I hear it in my head. Do you hear it in your head? Do you hear it? Like I hear it? Do you ever feel it all? Some days I feel it all so much these days. There's so many feelings, you know? So many feelings. And you gotta embrace all of them, right? You just gotta be like, I used to be the expert of the everything is fine. I think I wrote about this, and if you have been following me for a while, you know it's been up and down. COVID era, we're all roller coastering, right? We're all doing a little roller coaster. And yeah. But I'm tired of pretending everything's fine when it's not, because I don't think it's good for anybody. I think it's good to feel how you feel. Right. There's nuance in that, what I just said. But to feel how you feel and to sit with it and when you're feeling and acknowledge it's there. It's an important thing. It makes it it makes it more manageable. And one of the ways I acknowledge is there is by doing this weekly. So let's sing a song about someone that never really acknowledged it was there, likely, and then all of a sudden it was there. Okay? You don't want to be this person. Acknowledge it's there. It's not fine when it's not fine, and that's okay. I got a whole lot of nothing without you. I got a whole lot of nothing without you. Maybe we haven't met yet, but when the stars align, you better get set, 'cause I'll do a whole lot of something when you say I do. And I've been looking a long time for you. I've been looking a long time for you. And maybe you are behind a screen or at a bar reading a magazine, but I'll know who you are when we meet. Maybe I've been wrong before. Don't go onto that creaky floorboard, 'cause there might be some things you don't want to see. 'Cause they've been searching a long time for me. Searching high and low for little old me. And although my heart keeps on trying, my sweethearts are always lying, so they gotta pay a penalty. 'Cause I've got a whole lot of nothing without you. I've got a whole lot of nothing without you. And maybe we haven't met yet, but when the stars align, you better get set, 'cause I'll do a whole lot of something if you say I do. Oh, 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 oh. I'll do a whole lot of something if you'll say I do. Thank you very much. Own it, or else you could be that guy, that kid, that person, that person. Oh, yeah. Mr. App, are you ready? I'm doing a switch over. He said he just told me he was never ready. And for some reason, the video camera has begun to light up, and it wasn't lit up before. It's interesting. I don't understand the technology. So I really want to thank From the Moon Raccoon for playing at 2:25 today. I was able to catch a set before I had to go out to an appointment, and it was wonderful. And I would have been there at 3 o'clock. But there was an Emerge visit on Thursday night for one of my wee children. And I got to say, the Emerge during COVID, I've been there when it was pre-COVID, and man, is it not busy in there compared to a year ago when I was in there with another family member who had to wait quite a long time. But it was, once she got in, it was great. She was treated really well. She was treated like gold. And the people that work at RVH, thank you for what you do. That's the Royal Victoria Hospital in Barrie. Because, Emerge at 6:30 versus Emerge at midnight. We were only in there for 6 hours, and we had one of my children under sedation at one point to do some stitching, and it's a totally different scene, man. Midnight on a Thursday. Those nurses are amazing. Those are amazing women that are there and doing the midnight shift. All of a sudden, they're like these warriors. With these people, there was this man with a very large man, and my daughter was just coming out of, my child was just coming out of sedation, and we were bringing her back, bringing them back in, back to the car, and there was a man blocking the entrance, and he was very tall, and he'd obviously had a badly bandaged head trauma, and he didn't really want to leave. And the nurses would have none of it. He wanted to bring all of his friends, and he had like 5 friends outside. And they were like bouncers and everything. I couldn't believe it. It was incredible. No guns were needed. This is so Brian plays guitar. And I'm sure he plays other things as well, but I wish he was here to tune my banjo right now. It's okay. See, being a keyboard player, I don't really have to worry about that. I pay someone to tune my instruments. If it's electric, just get a new one, right? This is called the Ghosting Ghoster. You know what ghosting is, kids? Imagine if this person that was ghosting you was a phantom. A very attractive phantom. Grief is love with nowhere to go, a salesman with no clients. And love is fickle, a wayward beast, 'cause love will kick your teeth in. And I wear an eye patch for a reason, to hide my identity. 'Cause maybe they're the wayward beast, and they're chasing after me. 'Cause when my heart dances the tango and I am hypnotized, soon the spell is cracked right open. To the ether I must fly. There's nothing to see. Stop texting me. Ghosting Ghoster. So I know some people might be thinking I've been playing banjo for years. Well, I'm going to confess something. I haven't really. I know, it's amazing. I know, I'm impressed by it as well. This is called my Cassandro. are you picking those flowers for me? I said, are you picking those flowers for me? 'Cause if you're picking those flowers for me, I'm gonna eat them, they're edible, you see. Yodelay-hee-hoo, yodelay-hee-hoo, yodelay-hee, yodelay-hee, yodelay-hee-hoo. Est-ce que tu chantes le pomme pour moi? Est-ce que tu chantes le pomme pour moi? Car si tu chantes le pomme pour moi, tu viendrais battre dans mes draps. Yodelay-hee-hoo, yodelay-hee-hoo, yodelay-hee, yodelay-hee, yodelay-hee-hoo. Are you blowing that kiss for me? I said, are you blowing that kiss for me? 'Cause if you're blowing that kiss for me, I got a cold sore you can't see. Yodelay-hee-hoo, yodelay-hee-hoo, yodelay-hee, yodelay-hee, yodelay-hee-hoo. Well, are you singing that song for me? I said, are you singing that song for me? 'Cause if you're singing that song for me, I'm gonna sing this in a different key. Yodelay-hee-hoo, yodelay-hee, yodelay-hee-hoo, yodelay-hee, 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 yodelay-hee-hoo, yodelay-hee, yodelay-hee-hoo, yodelay-hee, yodelay-hee-hoo, yodelay-hee, 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 yodelay-hee-hoo. This is where I break it in half. This is where I break it in half, and my friend Eric Villeneuve comes, and because I'm in Montreal at the Barfly, if you've ever been there. It's quite a spectacular place, and he took it home, and he fixed it. It was totally broken in half, and yeah, magicians all around me, man, magicians. Also, Dave Lang, he has fixed my banjo before as well, and. It's slowly caving in. It's slowly caving in from the snakeskin drum. But that's for another story. I am going to switch over. No, I'm not. I'm going to do one more ballad. My girlfriend Micah, she does most of my photography for me. Micah Kallock. She's a beautiful soul. One of the most honest people I know. And she asked me to sing this when she was walking down the aisle. It's called Banjo Song. It's the first thing I ever wrote on here. When the fog rests on the water and the day is still asleep, when dreams seem like reality, do you dream of me? Dream of me. Dream of me. Well, we act just like we're strangers, even when we're side by side, hiding thoughts like shadows in the night, like shadows in the night, shadows in the night. When the fog rests on the water, but the day is still asleep, when dreams seem like reality, do you dream of me? Dream of me. Dream of me. I did not do that at the ending when she was walking down the aisle at all, I promise. I was just like, Cassandra, part of singing is breathing. Are you breathing while you're dreaming? Daydreaming? Okay. I've done monstrous things, torn the wings off those I've loved. No amount of glue or tape could mend these mistakes. Oh, perhaps I'll build a time machine that bobs around gracefully, bending time, bending minds, mending thoughts must unwind. But I fear it's too late. No pretender, I'm a fake. Yes, I fear it's too late. No pretender, I'm a fake. But perhaps if I write you this song, one day you'll sing along. Yes, perhaps if I write you this song, one day you'll sing along. I feel there's been this theme of most of the songs tonight. It's an accidental theme. I write a list of songs I should perhaps consider doing, and then I kind of pick and choose. I'm writing almost a set list. If you were in any of my configurations of the bands I've had over the years, you would be very proud of me right now. And if you hear little things going on upstairs, it's because it's the holidays and my children are playing with Lego. And that's just a little percussion in my world. They're upstairs above me. I'm in the basement right now. But I want to tell you that it feels like there's this theme of like lovelorn, bad relationship stuff. And I need to tell you something. This guy over here, check this out. This photo was taken by Micah Kellogg. I'm going to take it off. I hung it up here on purpose today. I think it's fabulous. She did it many, many moons ago for an art project she was supposed to be doing for school, for photography. And it's of my husband, Bryn, the Bryn Ep. I think it's fabulous. He's a wonderful man. I'm very lucky. And I like to write fiction. Fiction. He just said he's glad he has his beard. Okay. But on that note, this is a song about divorce. And someone the other day said, yeah, I wrote about how I was kind of sad. And my friend Summer, that I've known since she was in grade 10 and we were in high school together. And now she's a high school teacher and she's rocking it. And she was like, yeah, I really like sad songs as well when I'm sad, but I like country music. And I wanted to pipe up and said, well, I run a country jam in Barrie with the city of Barrie. And because of them, I've written a country song. But I didn't. I'm going to message her and say I've written a country song. I haven't recorded it yet, but you can come to this show and listen to it. The Sunday Scramble, where everything got scrambled. If you haven't watched From the Moon Raccoon, this is the second time playing with me. And I haven't had any repeats before, but when he asked to come on again, and he asked for this date, I said, of course, because he's everyone should hear him. He's wonderful. Okay, on that note, this is called The Recipe. Well, I can change my hair, I can change my shoes. If I don't like my face, well, I can change that too. And I can change my house, oh so easily. But changing my heart is a mystery. So how do you do it? I need the recipe, 'cause my heart is aching from what's come to be. Yes, how do you act so callously? I feel tossed asunder in the sea of misery. Well, I can change my name, and I probably will. And since you filed, I'll send you the bill. And I've got our dog, might change that too. I'm selling the ring, your mama's heirloom. So how do you do it? I need the recipe, 'cause my heart is aching from what's come to be. Yes, how do you act so callously? I feel tossed asunder in the sea of misery. Well, I hope you love her exactly as much as I love you. And I hope one day she leaves you too. So how do you do it? I need the recipe, 'cause my heart is aching from what's come to be. Yes, how do you act so callously? I feel tossed asunder in the sea of misery. I feel tossed asunder in the sea of misery. Told you, I wrote a country tune. Let's make breakfast, but not include peppers. Let's make lunch, but avoid onions. Let's make dinner and not eat any meat, 'cause you don't like it. You don't like any of it, but you like me. Let's go on a trip. Don't worry, we won't fly. A short vacation, but you don't want to drive. And you don't want to hitchhike, 'cause of all of those scary stories. You dislike most things, but you like me. You like me. So I'll make breakfast and include peppers. I'll make dinner, cook a juicy steak, and I'll go on a trip and send you a postcard, 'cause I think I love you. I really think I love you, and you might love me too. Love me too. Love me too. Love me too. Time for a break for a second. In this fine mug is Barry's finest water. This mug was made by the Ferguson Vale potter over in Ferguson Vale, which is close to Apto, which is also a little further away than Barry. So Ferguson Vale, it's just after Apto, where the gas station is. And there's a potter there. He's also the mailman. And I bought I bought a couple of mugs from him once. Oh, maybe Mike bought this for me. Someone bought them for someone, and I got them. Right? Okay, I'm in. Hold on. Cheers to, oh yes, I would like to cheers everyone on this beautiful July day. July evening now. It's dusk. And if you haven't gone to the drive-in yet, I highly suggest you do it if you're able to, if you have a vehicle. It's pretty fun. I went with my kids and saw Onward. It was wonderful. Okay. Cheers, everybody. I might do this one. Key of A is so good, I'm going to play in it again. I figured this outfit, well, especially the coif, was appropriate for this song. I might end on this song. It might be weird to do that, but I feel it might be fun. The Munchausen moms never late to the party. They come bearing gifts made from scratch. They won't share their grief unless you ask. With sorrowful eyes, they'll take on the task. Yet they write operas. Task. They won't share their yet they write operas in their minds with tragic heroines who serve the divine. The Munchausen mums are Pinterest thieves, hoarding ideas stuffed up their sleeves. They don't karaoke, don't smoke, don't drink. With Munchausen mums, there's barely a blink. Yet they write operas in their minds with tragic heroines who serve the divine. The Munchausen mums are never late. Come on, Elvis. Late down below me is Elvis. To the party. They're never late to the party. Late to the party. I feel that some of you know all the lyrics to that song. So I think it's time to do one more that you might not all know all the lyrics to. It's one I wrote a few weeks ago, and I've been singing a lot recently in my head. So I'm going to finish with a song that I was running this beautiful group for the first 12 weeks of our 14 weeks of COVID called the Social Distancing Songwriters Club, and there were some wonderful songwriters in it, and some people had never written songs before, and they were doing them weekly, but I kind of had to quit everything for a little bit. I even kind of quit this for a little bit. I almost quit it, but I'm glad I didn't, and I probably will come back in the fall to the songwriting club, but one of the prompts I gave everyone was Shakespeare, and I sort of was inspired by the story of Hamlet and Ophelia, and it sort of spawned this song that is roughly titled Hamlet/Ophelia. Good night after this, everybody. This is the last one. I am spinning round and round, talking to my ghosts. The funny ones a delight to see, tormented haunts me most. And life's impassable river, anchorless I float. Searching compassless in this maze with no way out. The hedges are too dangerous to climb. I'm full of doubt. Well, this labyrinth is not my friend. It taunts me with no end. So I've stopped searching for the way, built a garden to tend. But this garden only grows weeds the brambles overtake. So I've abandoned my daydreams for sanity's sake. I've been spinning round and round, talking to my ghosts. The funny ones a pleasure to see, tormented haunts me most. Thank you very much, everyone, for sticking around and hanging out. And yeah, you know, it's a trip. We're all in it. We're all here. I love you all, and I'll see you next week. And I believe my friend Hugo Kensdale is playing before me at 2:30, and he's coming from the north of England. And I will be on at 3 o'clock for the Sunday Social. And I really look forward to seeing you. It is an honor to share this space with you. Okay. Have a good night. I love you. Bye. See you next week.